All right, so here is our early season Halloween decorations 2022. Just kind of a bag of bones right now, actually. But we are in this new house, new garage, and my long-term goal in life was to always have like a mini haunt. I wouldn't consider it like a full blown haunt, but I would really like to deck this house out, maybe even this garage at some point down the road. But this year we're just going to go with a simple sort of display. Never been able to do it, and something I've always wanted to do, so I think a lot of people can relate to that. And I bit the bullet and committed to this 7-foot animated witch from Lowe's. Lowe's has their seasonal Halloween decorations out now. It's like mid to late August. And yeah, this was about 200 bones. But I'm gonna put it together and show you. It actually says indoor use only, but I think all of them, all these like animatronics, I believe this is a Gemmy. Let's see, doesn't even say on here, but Haunted Living, I've heard a lot of this Lowe stuff is Gemmy sort of animatronics, but I'm not like an expert at determining that. So let me know if I am right in that theory. But yeah, I want to do a somewhat realistic sort of scene on the porch. I don't want it to be too Halloween-y, so I'm gonna make sure to weather and actually redesign those pumpkins. I've got more of them in the house. I've got 2 more of them, and eventually I want to do a full yard of pumpkins, but for this year I'm already about $400 in the hole with just this stuff and some other Halloween decorations. So I'll do it slowly over the course of a few years, but I will make sure to weather the jack-o'-lanterns and make them look a little bit more real. But really good deal on these. These ones here are $9.98, and then I had another set that are the same size, but they have more of a creepy looking face on them, and just by happenstance, I didn't even think about that. They are different but the same, which is cool in my opinion, because I don't want all of them to look the same. But yeah, $9.98 for a lit jack-o'-lantern. Really hard to beat and pretty sustainable as far as making sure you're not continuously buying pumpkins to carve them and, you know, just wasting them. But yeah, I like these pumpkins. This one was pricey. The bigger you get in the pumpkin world, the more pricey they get. And then that small little guy, don't really like the battery powered stuff. I prefer having AC powered plug-in sort of lights, but for such a small pumpkin, I probably won't even light this one. And then here we have this is a Party City knockoff place. This is called Party, I think it's just the Party Store, but bag of bones. This is actually for the cauldron that I'm gonna make for the front of the house. And then I have the orange mini lights that I'm gonna sort of do the expanding foam cauldron look, and then I'll go ahead and stuff the skeleton into the foam so it looks like it's a fire fueled by somebody's bones and coals. But let me get this main attraction out and built, because I want to try to scare Cammie with it, and she's at the store right now, so maybe I might be able to put it together quickly enough to do that, and I'll show you what it looks like whenever it's done. All right, so here it is, the completed 7-foot animated witch by Haunted Living. And I did confirm that this is a Gemmy Industry prop. So I gotta say that the details on the actual witch face are really good, and the total package is awesome. Again, this was picked up at Lowe's 2022 in August, and it was $199. I think it's pretty well worth it. I'm gonna do a lot of weathering and distressing to this prop so it doesn't look like a store-bought prop, and it'll be the centerpiece of our porch. Now, one thing I do have a gripe with is the fact that the motion sensor is not very great, especially at the $200 mark. I wish it was a little bit better. I've read and seen things that the photovoltaic sensors in these are pretty much useless, so and I'm experiencing that. The sensor does not work at all. It will sense light if I shine a flashlight directly on it, but aside from that, it's really poor. So what I'm going to try to do is use the Try Me feature to create like some sort of false floor, and it'll be able to trigger the Try Me button. I'm going to have to figure out some way to do that, but let's go ahead and hit the Try Me button so you can see what this lady looks like. All right, so there's either 4 or 5 little sayings or audio files in there, and they're all pretty good. But like I said, I'm going to try to set this up so that the Try Me button is below some sort of false floor, and maybe the weight of a person can trigger this. I think that's the best solution to these cheaper props. I don't know if there's more expensive props that might be better sensing, but this one does not sense at all. And in fact, I'll show you the problem here. I'll turn it on to sensor. It's gonna run through again. Oh, now it's on sensing, but nothing is happening. And the only way I could get it to work is with a really bright flashlight, and it'll probably, yeah, there you go. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll put some uplighting to shine onto the sensor and test that out to see if that works at all. If not, I probably we'll just have this as a passive prop until, you know, a couple days into Halloween, or a couple of days away from Halloween, and then I'll just put the sensor on and hope that it works. I'm thinking that I'll try to light this orb with just a standalone light and then do some uplighting so that there is some interest on the porch and it's not just super passive, but we'll see how that goes. The first thing I need to do is make sure the actual witch looks more witchy. I want this thing to be pretty creepy. I mean, it's already pretty creepy as it is. I can't even deny it, but I feel like they do some really bright, flamboyant colors on these props to bring down the creepiness of them and make it more family friendly, which I'm okay with, but I'm gonna do my best to make this thing really freaky looking and questionable. So that's the Halloween haul. Early August, we'll start decorating with this stuff in September. Obviously not the witch, but we'll go ahead and throw some fall decor on the porch and then try to use it as a background prop for this whole setup. And then eventually I'll bring out the witch probably at the end of September, maybe October 1st, depending on what I see around town. And then definitely in October I'll bring out the cauldron with the bubbler and everything like that. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to go out there and create your own adventure however you can. If that includes buying life-size witches, I don't know. And spread some positivity. See you on the next one.